The 5 stages of being single. This is going to be a little different video. I'm excited for it, though. Should be fun, man. Let's get right into it. Maybe we get some real, too. You know, maybe some of y'all are going through something right now, and I can give y'all a little bit more perspective on it. Come on, man. Where you at, family?
Where you at, Berto?
Having to listen to them flirt, watching them hold hands right in front of me, all of it was just atrocious, bro. Like, having me like...
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Good old regular show intro. Okay.
Alright, guys. Raise your hand if you're single. I know you're single, Jonathan. Raise that hand up.
Thank you.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Stay in character. Stay in character.
I think it's safe to say most of y'all watching this are proudly sailing in the glorious boat known as being single. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're breaking down the 5 stages almost every single person goes through. So buckle up, because if you're single, you're probably about to relate to this a lot. And of course, not everybody goes through these stages, but I think most of us do.
What the fuck is this video?
But before we go into that, please like and subscribe to the channel, bro.
Yes.
Like, comment, but
Do it. Huh?
the first stage we'll be talking about is the most obvious one, the wanting someone stage. This stage is where you're honestly just getting tired of being single, like for real. You get home from a pretty long day. Maybe you just clocked out from work. Maybe you just got back from a peak hangout with the boys. Either way, you walk into your room that night to absolutely nothing. It's empty, quiet, just you and your thoughts.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Thing is, though, you got to start to learn how to enjoy your peace, bro. Because while relationships are great, and I think, you know, everybody should obviously want that to be their end goal, you also have to learn how to appreciate your alone time. Because I promise you, you start having somebody taking up all your time, you gonna start looking back like, damn, I ain't got no time for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be all bad. I get it. But definitely, you know, in those moments, take that time to appreciate it. Be happy, bro. Enjoy it. Because I think a lot of times what happens, especially when you want to be in a relationship, you chasing it, you forcing it. I feel like the best relationships, you know, come about organically. They're not necessarily planned. They're not scheduled. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking around for a relationship, I think sometimes you operate. It might be a stretch to say this, but there's a little bit of truth. You might be moving from a place of desperation. And what do you do when you're desperate? You kind of settle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this girl's giving me some attention. I'm going to wife her up. Like, damn, you don't even know if she's really good for you yet. You know what I mean? But when you just minding your business, enjoying life, being present, and then you come across a good individual, you continue to grow with them. You see how it goes. You link up a few times, and then you slowly start to build a real, genuine bond. So, you know, again, don't take those moments for granted. I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're going through it and have been going through it for a while. But just don't confuse being alone with being lonely. Like, sometimes it's okay to be alone. You're just doing your thing, bro.
Just you and your thoughts. And then the late night loneliness starts to creep in. It's midnight, maybe 1 a.m. You start listening to Guts' theme from Berserk and staring at the ceiling like, man, it would be kind of nice to have somebody right now. Oh, just me? Oh, my bad, y'all. Anyway, this leads directly into the next stage, which is becoming jealous of others in a relationship. This stage absolutely sucks, bro. Because it feels like no matter what you're doing, everywhere you look, couples appear. You're scrolling through IG, boom, happy couple. You're at the mall just minding your business, boom, another happy couple holding hands like they're in a Disney movie or something. And there you are, just quietly building that tiny bit of jealousy. Not on some hater mode like Reverse Flash or something, but you know, that internal voice going, man, that must be nice. For example,
Again, bro, I feel like this is meant to be satire, but I'm gonna just add a little bit of like truth. don't be being jealous of people's relationships, gang, because I promise you, some of the people that show off their relationship the most, you know what I'm saying? Happy picture here, holding hand picture there. They have some of the most toxic shit going on behind the scenes, gang. It's almost like this isn't a fact. I'm not saying that everybody that shows off their relationship is toxic. That's not what I'm saying. But I do feel like there's some degree of truth that people that are overly trying to promote how happy they are typically aren't that happy behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you're in the best phases of your life, kind of like in a flow state, and you're doing whatever really makes you feel fulfilled, you don't post on social media as much? Because to a degree, even me, I'll be honest, I do content for a living, but like Instagram, like platforms like Instagram, it's dopamine, bro. Why do we post? Why do y'all post pictures? Why do we take so long to kind of like make sure that we're picking the best picture? It's because to a degree we want to feel some level of validation. We want, whether it's from our friends, our family, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in this like super overbearing way where it's like, oh my God, I need everybody's approval. No, but if you're gonna sit here and look at me and say, oh, I just use Instagram for myself, I don't care about what anybody else thinks, like, I'm probably gonna call cap, because if you only used it for yourself, my nigga, you probably have a private page with literally goddamn, I don't know, 10 different people that you follow, because that's the only people's opinions that you care about, right? So chances are you do like some level of validation, and that's kind of what I be seeing with relationships that are just overly posting, like, oh, look at how perfect we are. Our relationship's so perfect. We go out on dinner dates every single night, and we're so happy. And it's just like, if we all know that life is not that, you know what I'm saying? Like, life is not just a constant flow of dopamine. Like, there's ups and downs, and that doesn't mean that the relationship is going bad, but I just think, again, Instagram is a highlight reel of people's lives. So don't take that shit, look at it, and then be getting jealous of something that might not even be the truth. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, behind those pictures and videos that are being posted on Instagram. So never compare yourself to somebody and something that you don't know what the hell is going on. Because I promise you, it probably ain't even that sweet on that side.
Time, probably about a year ago, I was at the store, I think it was Dollar Tree or something. Anyway, I'm standing in line waiting to check out, right? And in front of me is this couple. And they look to be around my age, and boy, were they just loving each other.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry, they weren't doing anything wild. They were just holding hands, kissing on the cheek, being all touchy with each other, stuff like that. But still, having to listen to them flirt, watching them hold hands right in front of me, all of it was just atrocious, bro. Like, having me like,
it should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
and to be honest, I couldn't help but feel a little jealous of the guy in front of me, you know? And look, before y'all jump in the comments claiming you've never been jealous a day in your life, just know that is straight cap, bro. You are lying.
You lie! You lie!
It's a normal emotion we all feel. Every single one of us here is gonna experience it at some point on this planet. It's okay to be jealous, all right? The real question is, what are you gonna do with that jealousy? Because while some people will use that jealousy for motivation, some people become rather resentful and, well, turn into an incel. Which I don't even need to tell you why that's a bad idea. It's never that deep, bro. Never.
Nope.
Never, ever. Anyway, the next stage of being single is the accepting defeat stage. This is the moment where you start realizing, yeah, you're probably going to be single for a while. Could be weeks, could be months, could be years. And that alone starts weighing on you heavily, bro. This is when the Matt DeMarco music, Guts' theme, the slow reverb music, basically every sad song known to man really starts hitting, bro. And a word of advice, try not to listen to sad music while on this stage, bro. Sure, it's soothing, but does it help?
Boy, hell no!
Heck no. In fact, it only amplifies the lonely feeling. So yeah, don't do it. Now, the next stage is the motivation stage. At this point, just like the last stage, you've accepted that you're going to be single for a while. You might hear a love song and nobody comes to mind, or maybe somebody does.
Best thing you can do is just lock in on yourself, bro. I'm telling you, you want one thing that can become a superpower in life is realizing that negative energy, negative emotions, it's all just energy. It's all just energy, and you can transfer that energy into things that can actually benefit you. You know, that feeling that in your chest, that knot in your chest when it feels super heavy, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Oh, read a book, watch some videos on, you know, that project that you've been putting off and want to learn more about. You know, you'll realize when you start to feel inspired and start to feel like, oh shit, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Like, you can transfer energy, you know, into things that are going to help you get that anxiety off. You just need to move. But if you just sit there and let it swallow you whole, you know, pause, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to feel fucked up about it.
But the feeling hits completely different now. It's not sad, it's not lonely. Well, not entirely, anyway. But it's actually kind of motivating. You start redirecting that energy. Instead of sitting on your feelings, wallowing and moping around like Mordecai from Regular Show, you're ready to pour that energy and that desire into something else. Maybe it's your goals, maybe it's your passion, your health, your walk with Christ, or maybe it's all the above. It should be all the above. The point is, you're finally starting to put that energy into things that actually grow you. This stage is where being single stops feeling like a setback and starts feeling more like a power up, you know? And last, but certainly not least, the final stage, making peace with being single. This is where everything starts to make sense, bro. This is the full 360 moment. You've completely flipped from how you felt back in stage 1. You fully accepted that you're a single man or woman, and you genuinely don't mind it. You're actually all right with it. You're comfortable, content, and kind of at peace with the fact that you are single. Because now you realize there's way more to life than getting a girlfriend. Because love isn't the final destination. Finding that special someone is great, sure. It's really great. And yes, it can be a desire of yours. But it's not the end all be all of your story. You realize that now. And you see that your life has bigger chapters, you know, goals, growth, purpose, passion, faith. And while you still get lonely sometimes, it's nowhere near as deep or as heart-wrenching as before. Because now you understand that that loneliness doesn't define you anymore. It's just a feeling, and it's not your whole reality. Ultimately, this stage has you seeing singlehood as more of a blessing and not a curse. A season that's shaping you, not breaking you. Then again, some people swear they're thriving in the single era, but behind closed doors late at night.
Dude! Mordecai!
W Regular Show.
Mordecai!
But yeah, those are the 5 stages of being single. At least for me. I don't know what y'all's 5 stages were, but those are mine. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's video.
W video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see y'all on the next one. Gone.